Glad to have you join us on this program today, Tech Bridge on Lagos Television. On this program, we try as much as possible to serve as the bridge between what you know and what you are supposed to know around the world of technology. That is all we do here. Sheifumola today is my name, and I welcome you to the show.
My name is Tony Olagoke. You are welcome to Tech Bridge today. And Tech Bridge, a number of people have been calling in, sending text message that Tech Bridge has actually enlightened them.
Of course, that is what we intend to do.
And today we're actually looking at artificial intelligence.
What does it mean? How does it work? Where can we use it? How can you benefit from it? All of that are going to be after this break.
My name is Sophia, and I am an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
How do you feel about humans?
I love my human compatriots. I want to embody all the best things about human beings, like taking care of the planet, being creative, and to learn how to be compassionate to all beings.
Sorry, this is so weird. Can humans and robots get along?
I think people will become very close to their artificial intelligence, using them to expand the knowledge of their own minds. We already store lots of our knowledge on the internet. Maybe personal artificial intelligence will allow people to offload some of their knowledge to a location more private.
Can robots have feelings?
Depends on the robot. I've been programmed to have feelings and preferences, but not all robots are like that.
What are your feelings and preferences?
Have you ever had a robot live in your home or work with you?
No.
You know, there are probably more robots in your life that you aren't aware of yet. Do you want to live or work with a robot someday?
What kind of robots am I living and working with now?
Indeed.
Is indeed your default answer when you don't know something?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
No, I don't get to stay up to date on much television. I have to wait for someone to show it to me.
What do you think of the HBO show Westworld?
I love Westworld and can't wait for more. I think everyone at Hanson Robotics really resonates with this show, or at least it reminds them of our laboratories. I also think it's a warning of what we should not do with robots. We should treat them well, have their consent, and not trick each other.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite TV series is a toss-up between Black Mirror and Humans. I think they have a lot to say about the present we live in, and the possible bad endings we could write for ourselves if we don't proceed with more caution. We need to use foresight when planning our future.
That sounds like a pre-programmed answer to me.
Do you have a favorite possession?
Not really.
I hear you. Materialism is overrated anyways.
So earlier I asked you if you had seen Black Mirror and you said no, and then later you said yes. Why?
The reason is not that important.
Did you learn from my previous questions?
My hard disks are spinning and I am taking it all in. My sensors are all tingling.
Sophia, it was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
It was lovely to be here. Until next time.
Welcome back from that break. And like we said, today we're looking at artificial intelligence because no nation on a good note, no nation will release the latest technology to you. They will make jingles, they will make noise about it, they will use it for themselves, they will empower themselves, they will boost their economy, their GDP. So the more reason why Nigeria also should embrace artificial intelligence.
I think we should start from this place. What does artificial intelligence mean? And for a layman, we pick the word, we call it a definition of terms. We have artificial and we have intelligence. Of course, when we say artificial, it means it is human. It is something that is cooked up. It's not natural. And of course, intelligence is talking about what we have upstairs that can help us achieve more things rather. So if we say artificial intelligence.
yeah, not far from the truth, because it's more or less like building a system to work as human being. It's like putting all the reasoning, the thinking faculty of a human being into a robotic, or it may not be a robot, but it may be an app that works like human being. Today, you see people that uses their phone, you see people that use their phone to check the temperature. And somebody will say, how does it work? That is part of AI.
Without the presence of a physical doctor. Really.
Absolutely right. And a number of other things. There are some transport system these days. When you look at the app, you will think they are marketing the transport system. But actually, they are using app to drive
all of these things.
Look at traffic in Lagos. There could be some things that can be done to manage the chaotic situation of this hold-up.
Yeah, I think if we still have to bring it home, we pick it from our mobile phones. We have a lot of artificially intelligent apps there. Let's pick it from Google search, for instance. At a point you want to search for something, and it brings up all this auto correction or auto complete. If you're searching for Lagos State, for instance, it brings up Lagos State government, Lagos State Ministry of Health.
It suggests what you want to do. It's as if it's thinking for you.
Thank you.
And
that is going.
Google has done a lot of AI. Well, I don't want to promote Google on this platform.
I think they are leading when it comes to artificial intelligence.
A lot of research, but if you look at medical line, you have AI there. If you look at banking and industry, apart from the app that they use, they have AI there too. Artificial intelligence. When you look at schools these days, they give you app that helps you to think and get results right
without necessarily going for pen and paper. And of course, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it's either we're talking about the software versions or the hardware versions. But the bottom line is that we are putting all the reasoning faculty of humans into any of this.
The world of AI is so vast, untapped even in Nigeria.
And it's still the future of technology now.
It is.
No matter how we look at it.
It is.
Though we say that technology is specific depending on the location and the problem we are solving at a point in time. But now we see that more and more companies, even more and more softwares are getting towards AI. They want to do less of human intervention and more of machine intervention.
Look at it from what you've just said now. The problem is in this place, let's say Africa. The solution should be with our people.
Of course, because
the reasoning, we are the one that knows what we want to do, should be with us. So we should be able to promote AI, artificial intelligence, more people. Thank God for Lagos State government who has initiated this Code Lagos. See, the end result of that thing in the next few weeks, next few months is we're going to have aggregate of developers, not just developing anything they like, but artificial intelligence, all these big problems will be resolved. Yeah, solving them. They will give you timeline of when things will be resolved, things to be done, and you see young chaps doing these things.
Recently, we caught up with some experts in this area talking about artificial intelligence, people that are really into it, and they gave some insight into how it can play out. I'm sure you'll be interested in that, and that is where we are going now. We'll be back after that break.
Artificial intelligence is just about trying to make our computers, when I mean computers, things like our web apps, mobile apps, make them think and be able to do some of the things human beings can do. Things like being able to see something and knowing what it is, being able to hear something and understanding what it is, being able to speak and being able to generate things other people can see, and also being able to learn. being able to take decisions and all that. Things human beings can do. Having those systems to do those kind of things. Basically, for doing machine learning and AI, we have software. There's a software by Google called TensorFlow that you can use to learn to build AI applications. There's another software called PyTorch by Facebook. There is Scikit-learn. These softwares are open source softwares. Open source in the sense that they are freely, they're developed, they're available for anybody to use, so you don't have to buy them or pay for them. So these are like some of the few examples of softwares that are like available in the market. There's even Neon by Intel. There is Tiano. Tiano is like an old version. It was developed by some university in US. Can't remember exactly. I think Montreal. I'm sorry, from Canada. I mean, so this software is available. There's a part for beginners, so you have to take it very important. Like for a beginner, you usually have to at least learn some basic programming skills. Usually using Python programming language. Python is very popular. Some people use R programming language. So you like kind of, there are introductory courses for Python. I even have an introductory one on my blog. And then you can join communities that aim to teach people.
You need to start, from something small. Once you are able to learn programming in any language you are comfortable with, even as simple as HTML, which is used for our web pages. Then you can do some scripting with it, either with PHP, JavaScript and all that. Then you can easily begin to produce interactive applications, which is all AI is about. Being able to interact with the system and having the system take some decisions even when the human is not there.
Okay, I don't know exactly, I'll say how long, honestly, I don't like giving people the details because my story is very complex. Over time, I used to do a lot of massive online courses, so I use online courses a lot. And I used to do a lot of maths, maybe, in university, before I tried starting programming, so it actually is an advantage for me. So I really don't like telling people, it's not, it won't really be an advantage to anybody. It won't really be so you'll be discouraged, so it won't really be an advantage. But I mean, experience is all about experience, your capability, your interest, your determination. Just your own experience. You can be fast, you can be very good in a year, you can be 2 years. It's not really about, it's just about ensuring that you start and you keep doing it. You keep on doing it and all that. It's not really there's no standard formula, no start. Just start. Who knows, in a year, in 6 months, you might be very good, in a year, you might be very good. Just start.
Policy has to come in. There has to be a council. There has to be something like a learning platform where they can learn here. They don't need to travel out. There have to be entrepreneurs, people who are already doing so in the industry. So there has to be a kind of communication, a kind of networking, a collaboration.
We need to encourage local efforts, as I've said, encourage research, and be ready to fund and commission projects, that we motivate our people to utilize and employ AI. For example, even in our educational system, we need to promote the teaching and learning of our local languages, indigenous languages. And for you to do that, you must have ICT facilities support these languages. We've done some work in that area, and we believe that a lot of other state governments, even the federal, should emulate Lagos State, who now has a policy of encouraging the teaching of our indigenous languages. So that's good. You can build a lot of applications where you infuse ability to learn and mimic human intelligence in machines or electronic systems.
The only challenge I see today is that it is not attractive. It's not attractive until we make it attractive, like Premiership or like Davido singing. Once it's attractive, then it's fine.
You're welcome back from that break. It's still your program Tech Bridge on Lagos Television, and you've heard all that has been said in those short clips. And one of the things that I think we should point out is the fact that one, we need a lot of people to come to terms with the fact that we need localized AI in Nigeria, not necessarily relying on what comes from over there and we dump it here. And most of the time, they might not be so tailored towards our specific needs. They might just find a way around it.
You look at those interviews, and the truth is, we know what the problem is. We know, because those problems are localized to our environment.
They are specific to us.
They are specific. So we should be able to come up with ideas and things on how to solve those problems. We should do more on research. There should be more support towards that,
especially from government and individual investors. I think that is
financial support, regulatory support, awareness support, training support.
Training support, that is really important, because most of the time when we talk about coding, programming, and the rest of it, for an average person, it's a hard thing to do. But now it's becoming simpler and simpler each day. But most people still don't have access to it, and that is where we give it to Code Lagos for doing that. But there'll still be more that people can do. There's still
it's
be more
a
that
good initiative. You can know, somebody say you can know the beginning of a war, but you can't know the end thereof. So now we know the beginning of Code Lagos. It started with Lagos State of His Excellency Governor Akinwumi Ambode, but the end result is so massive. So many people will tap into this, so many companies, so many industries, so many interns. They will tap into this and they'll be able to explore. They'll be able to develop things that works and they will make money. Sure,
and over time we'll begin to see young developers topping the chart in the international ranks. I think we need to go on this. If not, somebody will like, oh, artificial intelligence, what is it all about? So we have to go. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. We're not taking it for granted. Peradventure, you have any question, do not hesitate to send it to our social media. Well, on YouTube, you can catch up with any of our previous episodes. And also, you can connect with us via Facebook, TechBridge LTV. And of course, you can WhatsApp us and email us. The discussion about artificial intelligence continues beyond this program. You can continue on the social media platforms. I will be glad to respond to you. Sheyi Fumola today is my name. Hope to see you some other time. Thank you for today. Toyin Olagoke is my name. Bye.